Welcome back to Lost Treasures of America, where we find treasures supposedly lost across this country and we briefly talk about them. Today we are taking a look at 5 supposedly lost treasures in the state of Louisiana. Number 1. The Buried Cache of Jean Lafitte. According to TreasureSeeker.com, an infamous pirate and resident of the bayous in Louisiana called Jean Lafitte may have buried a cache of stolen treasure made up of an undisclosed collection of currencies somewhere along the Sabine River. This story goes on to say that the location Jean Lafitte buried the treasure is near a grove of gum trees growing along the Sabine River, supposedly roughly about 3 miles east of the Old Spanish Trail. The Old Spanish Trail is just near the border of Louisiana and Mississippi and just north of Lake Borgne. Number 2. Jefferson Island Treasure. Again from TreasureSeeker.com, in the year 1923 on Jefferson Island in Louisiana, it is said that 3 treasure chests were dug up. The chests were said to contain gold and silver coins collected from France, Spain, and England, all apparently minted during the time of the 1700s. Because of a knife found in the area that was a typical knife used by pirates from the Caribbean, it is believed that the treasure was buried by pirates, and it is further believed and theorized that there are more chests and there is much more treasure buried on Jefferson Island just waiting to be dug up. Number 3. Ile Dernier. The 1700s were rife with pirates stealing and burying treasure in and around Louisiana. This story tells of Ile Dernier, an island that is located across from Terrebonne Bay, which sits just south of Hama. Ile Dernier is only accessible by boat and is said to have been a great little hideaway spot for pirates when passing through. Finds on this island that consist of 19th century coins and other old artifacts have led treasure hunters and historians to believe that during its use, pirates more than likely buried their loot for safekeeping on the island and were killed or captured before they could ever return to claim it. Number 4. Buried Miners' Gold. There is a story of buried gold on the Mississippi River near DuPont in Louisiana. This legend says that the old bustling lumber town of Lincecum used to operate successfully on the Mississippi, and those that lived and worked there would often travel to mine for gold in California. After years of successful practices in this fashion, tragedy struck a particular group of miners. The story claims that after burying their gold somewhere in Lincecum in preparation to leave, the miners were ambushed and massacred by Indians. They never disclosed the location where they had buried their gold, and legend says it was never found. The ruins of Lincecum are still there today, and supposedly so is the gold. Number 5. Civil War Buried Gold. Sometime during the height of the Civil War, Union troops were poised to take New Orleans. Sensing the impending doom, the banks pulled out $6 million in gold bullion and coins, giving the gold to a group of Confederate soldiers for safekeeping. The legend states that the Confederate soldiers took the gold to a location called the estate of Walter C. Flowers, where they supposedly buried all the bullion and the coins before returning to the front to face the oncoming Union troops. In the battle, the Confederate soldiers were all killed, leaving no one to know the exact location of the buried gold. The estate of Walter C. Flowers is said to be located between Madisonville and Chinchuba, Louisiana. This has been another episode of Lost Treasures of America. If you enjoyed what you saw and heard today, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day.